Hi, I'm Andy Hudson with Sittingbourne.me, and today I want to talk about this. This is the Phase 2 Roadworks that the Spirit of Sittingbourne are about to engage on, and they're going to start on the 29th of May and they're going to last until the 3rd of September, although there will be other works going up to the 12th of October. But the main road network will be reopened by the 3rd of September, that's what they're saying. Okay, so today I wanted to explore exactly what is happening with these roadworks, because you may have already seen some of their headline news that's suggesting that you don't really want to go into Sittingbourne for the next 4 months. I think for locals there will be other alternatives. I'm not saying it's not going to be disruptive, of course it's going to be disruptive, but I think there will be ways of getting round. So today I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. Right, so let's start right here in the train station car park. This is going to be fully reopened by the 29th of May, so there will be a few more spaces there. I don't think you'll be able to get in that way. I think you're still going to have to come in via quick fit. Eventually that will be an entrance only, but not until after the roadworks are complete. Now, what they're saying in terms of people dropping passengers off is to come into this car park and drop them off in the car park. Eventually, actually, the drop-off points will be that bit behind me where you come in. I think just for the moment they're just encouraging you to come in via quick fit and drop people off there, because that's really the nearest you're going to be able to get to the train station, unless you're coming via a taxi, and I'll show you that bit a bit later. Okay, sorry if this is a bit noisy, but I'm here on St Michael's Road, and I know that many of you will be thinking that this road will be completely closed, but actually it isn't the case. So the bit from the council offices up to the junction where you're currently turning off into Station Road, that is actually going to remain open throughout the whole of the next 4 months. And it will be two-way, so if you're wanting to come back out of the Forum car park, you will still be able to do a right and come back down St Michael's Road. Okay, now right behind me here is where they're going to build the new multi-storey car park. So this is just near Quick Fit, and that's where the smaller car park was, just behind the Forum there. That's where they're going to build the multi-storey car park, and actually you can see that they've started on that right now. Okay, so the point behind me is where St Michael's Road will be closed for the next 4 months, but as you can see it bends round into Station Road. Now that is staying, and you will be able to come back out of Station Road and rejoin this part of St Michael's Road. Okay, so a quick recap for those that haven't been following this story. This will actually become the main road through Sittingbourne after the development is finished. This will become St Michael's Road, this little bit that bends round in front of the train station. And it will then lead to a traffic light junction, which is instead of where the current roundabout is. So just behind me here, where the little car park is in front of the train station, that's going to be where the public square is going to be, and then just on the far side where the roundabout goes, that will be the start of the cinema and restaurant complex. And it will go, the cinema block will go all the way up to behind where Wilkinson's is. So just to be clear, this entire area in front of the train station, the roundabout, everything, this is going to be completely closed to members of the public from the 29th of May. As I said before, if you're dropping passengers off at the train station, there are only two alternatives. You can either go into the train station car park via St Michael's Road and Quick Fit, or you get a taxi, and taxis are going to have a special dispensation where they can come up via Milton Road and park right in front of the train station. So this bit of Station Street is going to remain open, but it won't obviously bend round to the roundabout. It will continue straight on. It will still be two-way. There will still be access to the Forum car park. Not all of the Forum car park will be open. There's something like 2/3 of the Forum car park will be open, and that will be reopened by the 29th of May. The road will then continue round, and I'll go and show you. Okay, so I can't really get all the way round here, but by the time we get to the 29th of May, this part of Station Road will have reopened. It will be two-way, but they are encouraging a one-way circuit coming up from St Michael's Road, bending round onto Station Street and going round in front of the shops, up by Wilkinson's, and then turning right on to West Street. I know there's been some concern over how this junction behind me is going to operate, particularly when it becomes two-way. HGV lorries and larger vehicles will be encouraged to use a completely different diversion, but ultimately there's nothing to actually stop them coming up here. Let's hope they don't. Okay, so I'm just at the end of West Street, this is the bit that's going to eventually become two-way in a couple of weeks' time, and it's quite hard to imagine just how this little junction here is going to operate, because the main flow of traffic is actually going to be coming down this way, and it's quite hard to visualise now how the width of this road is going to take it. Okay, so this section of Dover Street behind me that bends round back onto the roundabout will be closed. You will only be able to continue around the rest of the one-way system here. You will not be able to gain access to the train station in this way. Okay, so in a couple of weeks' time, you're going to be diverted round by the Chinese, and that's going to be the main flow of traffic. This will be two-way, I'm told. So you will be able to come from the Eurolink way and join the Eurolink way, but there'll be no getting back to the train station from this direction. Let's hope that this road is in slightly better shape by the time the diversion comes in a couple of weeks. So I'm currently sitting at Spring Street car park, which is one of the two car parks that the council is suggesting that you park in. So I don't know if you've been down here recently, but on a weekday you can't get in this, and you can't get in the Cockleshell Walk car park, but they are saying that that's because of the disruption that's happened around the train station car park and the Forum car park, and that in a couple of weeks' time, when both of those are more open, because obviously the Forum isn't still going to be fully open, there will be more spaces, but we shall wait and see, because I've been down here on a weekday and it's almost impossible to get in either of these car parks. Let's hope that this is sorted out before all the work starts. Okay, so the traffic's going to make its way around the one-way system, make its way round Dover Street, past the Chinese, and then it will be joining the infamous junction by Morrison's, which we all know is completely rubbish. It's not helped at all by the pedestrian crossing, which massively slows the traffic down. I hope they will learn from this and get the two in sync. We are told that they are going to be making alterations to the signalling at this, but we all know from past experience that that has failed. They have never been able to make this junction work at a really adequate level. Okay, so just in case there is some confusion, this section of road is staying open during the works, and it will be two-way, but obviously you'll be bending round past the Chinese. Okay, so there will be access just for taxis coming up from North Street into front of the train station. If you're coming to town by bus and you normally catch a bus or change buses by the Forum, the bus stop is going to be moved into the Forum car park. Okay, so the advertised diversion is to come up St Michael's Road, bend round onto Station Street, go round Station Street, do a right onto West Street, go onto the one-way system, round the one-way system, down Dover Street, under the railway bridge, onto Milton Road, and then come back on the B2006 or Eurolink Way, and eventually join the roundabout, come back down Crowkey Lane, and you're back on the A2 again. Obviously, lots of this will work in both directions. So phase 2 isn't the last stage of the roadworks, although it is by far the largest and most disruptive stage. There are a stage 3 and 4 to come, but they are much shorter, and none of the development of the cinema complex or the hotel or the restaurants or any of that part of it in front of the train station, that can't actually commence until after the phase 2 roadworks are finished, or at least until the 3rd of September. So that's the earliest point at which the cinema can start to be constructed, and it has a 9 to 12 month build time, so I can let you do the maths on that one. Discover more on sittingbourne.me.